One of the positives to come out of the divisional playoff loss to the Chiefs was the Texans' 82-yard, 15-play drive that soaked up over 10 minutes of play time. In both the playoff games, they had long drives in the second half that heavily featured the run game. This one, let's pick it up at 2nd and 9, where the Texans, by gar, they run a well-executed screen, a rarity in these parts, with Jarrett Patterson stationed downfield to get Joe Mixon 7 yards on this play. Joe Mixon, a little bit of run after contact, minimal contact. The encouraging thing here was that in contrast to a lot of Texans screens this year, we actually saw all these second-level defenders not quite sure if the Texans were running a screen. In the past, these guys would have already been on a beeline to the running back. So some of the execution is just clearly better there than it had been for most of the regular season. Also, CJ, for what it's worth, nicely placed screen pass, which is an underrated thing that Pat Mahomes frankly does. He's precise with the short passes as well as the deep balls. 3rd and 3, and oh my gosh, look at that. We've got movement on the line of scrimmage. It's nice to have large humans doing large human things. You see Titus Howard and Jarrett Patterson comboing the defensive lineman. Patterson works up to the backer, and oh my gosh, Joe Mixon doesn't get hit in the backfield. He has a hole to run through. D'Amico says, "Good job, guys." 1st and 10. Andrew Beck in the backfield, which is as close to an actual fullback that this team has. He was called up late. Mixon bounces it outside for another 7 or 8 yards. Mixon takes a breather. Bobby Slowick wondering, hey guys, where's this been all year? Wish we could have done it earlier. D'Amico lets his lips get some fresh air. And we've got Dameon Pierce in the game. Always nice to see Dameon Pierce these days, but play action. CJ decides to take it on his own. It's not just a peach bowl I can run in, you SOBs. That's Nico Collins on the sideline. What could they possibly do without D'Amico? And they go, oh no, it was 1st and 15 because of a penalty that knocks them back to 2nd and 19. And boom, Nico Collins surrogate Xavier Hutchinson, who is big in this drive, gets a nice chunk to get it to 3rd and 5. Quick game working on this drive as well. The run game, the quick game, all these things that had been absent or ineffective, they got it working on this drive. 1st and 10. Fullback in the game again, and look, with duo and inside zone in this game, they got movement on the line of scrimmage and some really good blocking from Robert Woods here. 3rd and 1, fullback in the game again. CJ takes it to the perimeter, and boom! One of those plays that looks like in real time there's no way it could be a catch that we saw so much of last year. We started to see that again, that connection, and then a run up the middle by Dameon Pierce. The large humans move. Look at that movement. I was getting movement in my pants. Oh no, Nico's down again. Oh boy. Nobody attending to him. I thought it might have been a nut shot at that point. Turned out it was more than that. Nico's great, but he needs his testicles. Great job by Xavier Hutchinson yet again over the middle. And they probably should have challenged this play. It ended up being 3rd and 1, and then a penalty knocks it back to 3rd and 6. 3rd and 6. CJ pulls it down and runs again. This one gets dicey but he gets the first down. Good job, CJ. And right here's a moment where I was really glad that CJ made the right selection in shoes and that the turf wasn't the old sticky AstroTurf, because if that foot had planted, could have gotten really ugly. Hits the pylon cam and the shrooms are kicking in earlier than I thought they would. Frank Ross says, hey, CJ, can you kick off? Can you play on kickoff coverage, please? Please, I need you on kickoff coverage. Loop the rabbit ear. Loop the rabbit ear, guys. Get him back in there. Fullback in the game again. Back. Blocking. I don't know what to do with all this actual blocking. They banned that dance in Missouri after this game. Look at all the movement on the offensive line. Look at Irv Smith sealing. I think that's Robert Woods sealing. No, that's Xavier Hutchinson. And then you get Beck out on his dude. and Joe Mixon with a clear path to the end zone. Maybe got a little too cute there at the end. So there was a level of physicality by the offensive line in the run game in these last two playoff games that we really hadn't seen out of the Texans offensive line. That's something to build on moving forward. The only downside to this drive really is that this is when Steve Spagnuolo afterwards said, like, all right, we're just going to blitz 6 every single time and give these guys the what for. But you know all that. Like, subscribe, do all that crap.